Today on the channel, we got two more Jakks Deluxe Classic Superstar exclusives. The Hardy Boys and Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jakks Deluxe Classic Superstars video. And today, we've got two special 2-packs, Ringside Collectible exclusive Hardy Boys and the Ringside Collectibles exclusive Halloween Havoc match between Rey Mysterio Jr. and Eddie Guerrero. And if this is your first time in the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the old like button, and you came in at the end. Yes, the end, as this is officially the last Jakks deep dive video. For about 2 years now, every single Tuesday, have not missed one Tuesday for over 2 years, we have dived into the single-carded Classic Superstars, the role-playing, the rings, the 2-packs, the 3-packs, the exclusives, the Deluxe Classics, the Deluxe Classic exclusives. You get the idea. We have done them all, and this is the last traditional set we have to talk about. Truly is an end of the era. If any of you guys have been here since the beginning, let me know down in the comments how many of these you've actually watched. Maybe some of you guys are going back right now, watching all the old videos, catching up, and that's the beauty of YouTube. You can go check out my playlist, find every single video as we went through every single series, every single figure in the Classic Superstars line, ending right here with this 2 exclusive packs from Ringside Collectibles back in the day. It's been a fun ride, of course. I love the Jakks Classic Superstars. It's my favorite wrestling figure line of all time. Just the package uniformity, the vast array of stars, the long running, just a great set. As you guys have seen, my passion for this over the last 2 years. That being said, we're not quite done with our Jakks Tuesday videos yet. We got a long way to go.
We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
And exactly, a short time to get there. That's what Jerry Reed always says. And we're going to keep these going, as we do have a few other ancillary videos to do around the Jakks Classic Superstars series. We're going to need to do the Legends of the Ring series. I feel like that is kind of, this is A, that's B. That was the natural progression from Classic Superstars, and we'll talk all about that in those videos. But I think we got about 2 videos of those to do. And then I think we should also do my top 5. We love the Kyle Peterson top 5s every Thursday on the channel, but we should do some special Jakks Classic Superstars top 5s. My top 5 tag teams, my top 5 3-packs, my top 5 single packs, my top 5 deluxe classic packs. I think that would be a cool series of videos we could do on Tuesdays, but oh, we're not done from there. We're going to turn our attention from review, going series by series, to actual unboxings. Yes, you heard it here first, maybe. Sounds good. We're going to do some unboxing of some Classic Superstars. You guys know I bought a massive Jakks Classic Superstars collection. A huge collection of these figures, and we're going to unbox very many of them. We're going to unbox a lot of them. So stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll transition those to the Tuesdays on the channel, as I look to have a complete on-card and loose set. And as you guys know, I do have a Patreon site, link in the description below. If you're interested in picking up some of my double Classic Superstars, I am selling them for Patreon members first. They're getting first dibs, and they're getting a much cheaper price than your eBay traditional prices, for example. So if you're into Jakks Classic Superstars, if you're into my videos and everything else, Patreon, link in the description below, and best of all, it supports the channel. So there's a little housekeeping news. There's more classics to come, but this is it. As far as the traditional videos, this is the last one. So pour one out for the Classic series, but it was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed the last 2 years of videos. But let's kick it off. Let's start it off, and we're going to do this like we usually do it on these videos. We don't unbox them, not yet at least. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it and go from there. So let's look at, there's the Hardy Boys right there. One of the most famous tag teams of all time. That's how it's going to go down when the final verdict is done on the Hardy Boys. I would have to think the most famous tag team of the last 20 years. Just very, very good figures as well. Very toyetic characters, very popular. Transcend generations, of course. That is the Hardy Boys. And I have to say, probably my favorite incarnation of the Hardy Boys is this era of Hardy Boys. And put all together in this great deluxe classic 2-pack right here. Looking like matching. We do know Mattel about, what was that, 2 years ago? We had a ringside exclusive. Does that ring a bell? Ringside here, ringside there. But we had the ringside exclusive Mattel version of these figures. But the Jakks ones, to me, yes, they're bigger, but they still definitely hold up. Very cool, very brood. just a different look to the Hardys. Where you're really used to the neon and the bright baggy pants and everything else. This is more of a darker version of the Hardys. And closest thing we've had to a real heel look Hardys, really, if you think about it. So I always have liked this pack. A very solid pack, a very expensive pack after all these years. As you can imagine, a lot of Hardy Boy collectors. You do get the tag team titles with this one, much like we got with the Mattel versions. Just a very, very solid pack. It does come with the big ladder as well in the background. Sometimes people forget about that. You can't really see it, but you got to look for it. But beautiful packaging design, the Deluxe Classic Series packaging. We know it. We love it by now. On the side, we got the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff Hardy. And this side, we're going to practice our kicks and all that other kind of fun stuff we like to do in the Deluxe Classics. But you get the glamour shots of them right there. Matt and Jeff once again. And same thing on the back. You got the big shadow in the background. We got tail of the tape for both of them. We got the cross sell. We got the UPCs and warnings as well. I believe this is a 2008 set? 2007. I was very close. This came out in 2007. A few years before the end of the Jakks Classic Superstars and the end of the Jakks line, of course. Let's read the back here. Jeff Hardy debuted 1993, 225 pounds, 6'1". Finishing move, the Twist of Fate. Titles: World Tag Team Champion, Intercontinental Champion, European Champion, Hardcore Champion, Light Heavyweight Champion, WCW Tag Team Champion. Matt Hardy debuted 1998, 225 pounds, 6'2". Finishing move, the Twist of Fate. Titles: World Tag Team Champion, European Champion, Hardcore Champion, Cruiserweight Champion, WCW Tag Team Champion. So there's Matt Hardy. The old tail of the tape on these guys. Beautiful, beautiful figures. I really do like it. You know, Bret Hart, we get a lot of figures of Bret Hart with the hair over his face. Well, Matt Hardy got a few of those as well in the Jakks days, but still looks really good. We're promoting Classic Superstars Series 16 on the back. That's a heavy hitter set, especially if you're a guy like me that likes giants, hairy bipedal creatures, and face paint. You'd be all in on Classic Superstars Series 16. Easy for me to say. Vince McMahon, Ultimate Warrior, Psycho Sid, LJN Style, Shawn Michaels, X-Pac, Giant Gonzalez, possibly one of the greatest Classic Superstar figures of all time. And then Barbarian and Warlord, The Powers of Pain. Beautiful, beautiful set right here. And like I said, it goes for a pretty penny all these years later. Very popular Superstars to this day. A fabulous, fabulous 2-pack. But speaking of fabulous 2-packs, how about we move over to this one? Not really tag team variety, more match variety, which we saw a lot in the tag team, or I should say 2-pack Classic Superstars line in the traditional and the deluxe. We get a little match action here, all the way back from WCW Halloween Havoc, which WCW still has a special spot in my heart back then and to this day. So I really do remember this match. Two very iconic looks from Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. Possibly, between the both of them, their most famous match they ever had as far as remembrance. They've had a lot of good matches, but whenever I think of them squaring off, I always go to this. And I think a lot of that is because of Rey Mysterio's gear. This is such iconic gear from Mysterio. We saw this in the Best of WCW line from Jakks. We saw this in Mattel Elite form. I'm sure we've seen a basic in it as well. We've seen this outfit many, many times over the years. That is how iconic it is. I believe it has the Cruiserweight title in there. Yep, it does. Ringside Collectible Halloween Havoc exclusive right there on the front. You get a little soft goods mask with Rey Mysterio right there, which is cool. Eddie Guerrero, Rey figures as well. Very, very underrated Eddie Guerrero attire. I love that attire on Eddie Guerrero. And then Rey, nothing to be said about that one. Just a fabulous question mark attire. It looks really good in the all purple. Just a fabulous match and a fabulous set. You got Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero on the side. Glamour Shot City. They're doing their unified kicks at the bottom, practicing karate in the old dojo. Looking good down there. And then, of course, the back. We've got the cross sell going on, and then we got the big glamour shots up top. We got the two tails of the tape. We got the UPCs. We got the warnings. We got a lot of fun. Yeah, exactly. Let's see what it says on the back for old Eddie Guerrero first. Debuted 1987. 223 pounds, 5'9". Finishing move, the lasso from El Paso and the frog splash. Titles, WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, WWE Tag Team Champion, United States Champion, and European Champion. Rey Mysterio debuted 1989, 165 pounds, 5'6". Finishing move, the old 619 in the West Coast Pop. Titles, World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Tag Team Champion, Cruiserweight Champion, WCW Tag Team Champion, and Royal Rumble winner. We can't forget that. And then this came out in 2008, so a year after the Hardy Boys. But then this one is promoting Classic Superstars Series 20, and we got The Rock, Rey Mysterio, Dynamite Kid, Ron Simmons, Ric Flair, and it says WWE Hall of Famer underneath him. We got the LJN version of John Cena, and then we got Mr. Sell-em-a-phone himself, Tony Atlas. So we got collect them all. But beautiful, beautiful sets once again. This is Series 8. This is Series 6 technically, so it says on the pack of the box. So I guess it does correlate with the traditional Toys R Us ones, which we've already talked about here on the channel. So if you missed any of those, check those out. So there it is. That is truly the end of an era. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the Jakks Classic Superstars series. I hope somehow you made this a Tuesday or at least a weekly tradition in your YouTube viewing habits. I had a lot of fun going down memory lane, looking at these figures, reminiscing about stories of being on the hunt, who was the hard to find one, what was going on at the time. A lot of stories around a lot of these sets. And then, like I said, I'm doing the sets videos right now on the channel. All of them will be up on Patreon soon. But if you want to find out my history of these with my wife and our time before kids collecting classic superstars, me dragging her around, taking her out to dinner, then, hey, we better go to this Kmart. We better go to this Walmart and Target. So a lot of fun stories in there. So the Classic Superstars fun will continue on the channel with those videos with my wife. And then we do have some top fives we'll need to do about the whole line. That'll take us a couple of months. Legends of the Ring set, I really want to get into those. And I'm borderline thinking about doing a video, and I'm not sure if we'll just do it separately or part of the classics, but some more figures that I think were earmarked for classics that didn't quite count as classics. We did one of those earlier. We maybe have one more of those in there. Either way, I'll do it on video on them one of these days here on the channel. And then maybe a couple months from now, we're going to dive in head first, feet first, whole body first, really. And we're going to start unboxing some classic superstars. It's going to be a little bit painful, but I need a loose collection. I need a mid-on-card collection. I got to have two, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Some of these, hopefully I can find loose before I have to unbox them. If not, well, we're going to sacrifice them, and we're going to unbox it like we do every other video here on the channel. So stay tuned for that. That should be fun. Might hurt my heart a little bit, but we're going to do it, and we're going to do it for science. So a lot going on the channel. I appreciate the support from all you guys watching these Classic Superstars videos and all the other videos on the channel, but especially this one. If you like this video, give it the old thumbs up. You made it this far. Subscribe, hit the old notification bell. Follow along on Patreon, like I said. I have a feeling, here's a little Easter egg, first time I've said this, I'm probably going to do a lot of Classic Superstars unboxings. I'm going to release them once a week on traditional YouTube, but you might have 5 to 10 a week on the Patreon. We'll see what ends up happening, but I'm going to get far ahead on those videos. So if you really enjoy Jakks Classic Superstars and you want to buy some at a cheaper than eBay cost, you better subscribe to the Patreon. Link in the description below for all the fun on that. Of course, follow along on SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. Please follow me on those 2 social media accounts. And then, of course, ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. So for the final time, for Jakks Classic Superstars, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.